Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles and today is a vlog video. So today on the agenda, I'm doing a few things. Actually, it's kind of like the afternoon. Well, it is the afternoon, but my day is winding down. What I'm doing right now is I am setting back up my computer to go here because I had my laptop here and I took my computer off just so I can have more space on this desk because my desk is but so big. But I decided to go ahead and put my computer back on my desk, and then I'm going to keep my laptop downstairs, my tablet up here, and then I don't know, I'm just thinking it'll make it a lot easier when I'm designing on Canva because I plan to do that a little bit more. And then I feel like it'll make it a lot more easier when I am processing orders, because when I go to print my labels and things, I always have to come back. I guess I don't always have to, but most of the time I print from my computer. So I just thought that it would be easier for me to do that. But today on the agenda, I am in the process, of editing my podcast.
I'm not saying don't go for the business.
So be sure to check out this podcast episode.
Income is not, it should not be, in my opinion, when you actually need it. Like the best time to look for ways to start additional income, another revenue, is before you actually need it. Okay.
Now see, with this, I kind of got jumbled up with my words because I meant to say another revenue stream and I didn't want to pause like that. So I'm going to do some editing to that too. I don't know how much I'm going to edit out, but I do need to edit that. So that's what I'm working on right now. I need to get this edited and I need to have this podcast uploaded by today. Normally I record my podcast days before it's time to actually be published, but it didn't work out this week. This week is the first week for back to school. Yeah, it's the weekend before back to school. So back to school starts tomorrow. So I've been out getting last minute stuff for school. I still have to go back out to the mall and get some last minute stuff. It's just been a lot on top of working, on top of, doing house stuff, being a mom. It's just been a lot. I still have some hair that I need to mail out. I need to package up. So I'm ready to get to work. So I wanted to go ahead and vlog. I am about to use my earphones because I've been trying not to use my AirPods so much just because, I don't know, I just feel like these are safer. I don't know if they are or not. I feel like I've been using my AirPods a lot. Like I would just have my AirPod in my ear even when I'm not using it, and I just don't want to have my AirPods in all the time. So I still have them, but I was like, let me go ahead and do my editing with my headphones. The only thing is these things die, like they were almost dead. So it's quick for me to go ahead and just plug in my earpods because they use the same charger as my iPhone. These I have to like literally search for my charger all the time. Is this it? So now I'm not even recording from these or listening on these. I'm going to need to find my charger to finish. So that's what today is looking like so far for me. I'm going to finish editing this podcast episode and then my mind's kind of jumbled. And then I'm going to see what I'm going to do from there because I still do need to run to the mall. The mall closes early today because it's Sunday. And I just realized I need to get a few more things for back to school. So I need to hurry up and edit this and then head over to the mall, and then I can finish doing the rest of my work when I get back. I may not even be able to finish this whole vlog today, but we'll see where it takes us. Give the video a thumbs up, please. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and I'll pick you all back up as soon as I'm done with the editing portion of my podcast.
Different motivation. Everyone has a different work ethic. So again, I'm not saying don't open another stream. I'm just saying let's be proactive. Let's be proactive and let's look at other streams. So you can open a business, but keep in mind that opening the business doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to start getting income immediately. Keep in mind that opening the business doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to start getting income immediately. going to start getting income immediately. And that's another reason why I say be proactive. Start the episode on how to save money, because you have to have money in order to save it. The idea that you can save money with nothing is just not realistic. The idea that if you are already over your head in bills and your income does not suffice that, and every month you're playing catch up, to say save is going to seem like it's an unrealistic task. So earn more money, and those are some ways that you can do that.
You all, I wanted to stop the podcast here really quick, or I wanted to stop the vlog really quick and the podcast. That is so true. I keep hearing so many people say, just save money. Excuse me. Now that I'm doing like the credit repair, I constantly hear people now, and I don't know if it's because now, you know, like whenever Google sees you working on something or talking about something, for some reason, stuff just pops up. Like now I'm seeing more credit repair stuff on Facebook. Now I'm seeing more credit repair stuff on Instagram. And a lot of people are saying, just save money, save money, save money. And I'm like, if only it was that easy. A lot of people that are struggling to save money either are very impulsive, so they're not disciplined enough, which I go over in this podcast, to save, or two, and I don't want to say, they're not disciplined enough at that point to save, or two, they don't have the money to save. In order to save, you have to have additional money to save. You know, if you are playing catch up, or if your income is not able to cover your bills, which a lot of people are in that bucket, how can you say save without robbing Peter to pay Paul? And if you do that, or if you don't make a credit card payment, or if you don't make this payment, it's getting even further behind. So it's harder to get caught up. And then once you get that credit hit, there, you know, your score drops again. So it seems like you're not able to get up with your score and actually stay at a decent score. And that also feels like you're not able to save anything. By the time you end up paying, then all of the money that you paid, it goes to the interest and not principal anyways. If we're talking about credit cards and robbing Peter to pay Paul, I say that, I'm meaning if you don't have enough income to cover all of your bills, and so you're deciding between who you're going to pay and who you're not going to pay, even though both are due. So you may say, hey, I'm going to pay my light bill because we need to see, and I don't have enough to pay the credit cards, this check. So you don't pay your credit card, you get a late fee added on. And then on top of the late fee, interest is accruing. And so by the time you get the money to pay it, once you make that payment, it's going to interest and the late fee. It's not even denting the principal balance, and people are getting discouraged. So I want to talk to the overall picture. How can we really solve this? And in order to solve it, a lot of people are in a position where they need more income, because they've already lowered down their bills as low as they can. They've already decided to start chipping away at some of their debt to get out of debt, but their income hasn't increased. Everything else has. So I didn't go into too much detail on the podcast. It's not like a 30-minute talk just on that topic, but that's something that I really wanted to shed light on, because everyone can't save money. Everyone is not in a position to save money, even though everyone should save money. Everyone can't. And so you have to look and see, okay, why can't they save money, and what can we do to bridge that gap? Okay, so that's, kind of how that's my mindset behind things. I'm looking at the overall picture. That's why I didn't just want to offer business services without the credit portion too, because there were way too many businesses coming to me for consultations, for mentoring, and wanting help with financing, wanting help with being able to get certain advantages that credit would allot for their business venture. However, they didn't have the credit to do so. So it's like, and everyone's not in that boat, but the people that are in the boat, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to continue to edit, and I'll be back in a little bit. Oh, it's my baby's first day of high school. I'm super excited. Ah! Okay, he's going to tell me all about it. It was the first day of school today. My kids were super excited. I'm still excited. I picked them up today from school just because I wanted to for the first day. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to let them ride the bus. Right now, I'm headed to the post office. I have some hair to mail out. And then after that, I need to do some editing. I need to create some newsletters. I have a consultation for a credit repair service, or for my credit repair service. Also got booked for I'm doing like a business setup or an event setup. So I'm doing the Eventbrite, the flyer, and some other stuff. I have to take a look at the description, and then I have to send them over an invoice. So I'm going to be working on all of that throughout this afternoon, and I hope to get done with everything before tonight. So with the other phone, I'm thinking of either making that line dedicated for just the credit repair, or making the line dedicated for the other business that I've been talking to you all about that I haven't really brought to the forefront. I'm thinking of doing like making that line dedicated for either one of those, but right now I just use it as a backup line. So if I'm like editing or doing something on this line, I'll switch over to the other phone. Remember when I used to say too that I really don't like the feeling of being busy? I feel like that feeling is just like it's becoming like a very frequent feeling now, and I'm hoping that within the next month or so that feeling will not be as frequent, because I don't like having so much on my plate, but it's expected, doing everything that I'm doing. I've never done this many tasks or jobs. I've never worn this many hats before. So it's rewarding, but it's definitely a lot for one person. And I'm not at the point where I want to necessarily hire an assistant either. So, and I was thinking of doing that before, but I'm like, no, I'm not really going to do that right now. I can't really like justify the cost for the assistant and the time that it would take to explain everything that I need done, because it's still like training involved, and I wouldn't want anyone to just start working without being trained and being paid fairly. So I'm like, right now it's just going to work best for me to do everything so I don't have to train, even though training would give me more time. Like once the training is done, I just don't feel like, I don't see the ability to even train someone right now. And then not even that, because it's not, nothing I'm doing is like extremely, extremely complicated or hard. It's just, I have a way that I like things to be done. And the people that book me typically are booking to work with me. So I don't know how that would work if I did hire an assistant. I could see like for my hair business, although I don't feel like I need an assistant for that, because I can process the orders pretty much like on my time, as long as I have them sent out before my shipping time frame on my website. So it's not like I'm pressured with my orders or anything. It's more so like the clients that I'm working with, and people that are booking with me, even on the credit repair. It's like people that have worked with me before. A lot of people that are booking with credit repair, they've worked with me before, either via business consultation, drop shipping. Some I've known from other, just acquaintances. Some are pastors, some are friends of friends, some are other mentors. So it's just, but the point is that there are people that are wanting to work with me, and so how that can be like when someone's used to working with you and then you add someone else in. A lot of times they may be like, okay, well, I'll just wait until she comes back, or I want to work with Brittany. When I went on a trip a few years back, I had some people filling in for me, like to process the order, send the hair out and stuff like that. And when people would call my business line or even send emails and they would get an answer and it wasn't for me, even the emails, they would be like, I'll just wait until Brittany gets back in, or can you tell Brittany to contact me, she knows who I am. Like, I have such a good relationship with the people that I work with that, just to be honest, and it's not nothing bad about it, but just to be honest, people prefer to work with me. So even with the assistant, it's not even so much of training or necessarily paying. I mean, that I factor that in too, but it's also having to figure out like if it's going to be worth it. Like, I don't want my customers to feel like they can't get to me directly. You know, like I don't like being too busy where I can't work with everyone independently, but that's kind of how it's feeling right now. And I definitely don't want to compromise any of my quality or anything like that. So, okay, so I'm at the post office now. I'm about to run in. So good morning. Today is the next day. I know this vlog has been so like different, but today is the next day and I am on my way to get some coffee because I didn't have any at home before I get started with my work day. I'm not going to continue vlogging today. I'm actually going to end the vlog here, and then I may pick another vlog up depending on what I have to get done today. I do want to thank you all for watching. I encourage you all to tune into my podcast. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not already, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.